everybody. We are going to discuss today the importance of personalized medicine. And what is so essential to know is that the food that you're eating, the diets that you choose, can really be connected to your lab work and how you are going to really thrive. And that's the discussion that we're going to have today, is how do the functional medicine labs correlate with and really help with personalizing a dietary program, a food and nutrition program. So this has been something that people have been asking me to come on and explain how in some cases, we're not going to go over everything right now, but when we do this very advanced functional medicine lab work, we can really personalize a nutritional plan. A nutritional plan for someone based on their blood work is really important, because not one diet, most of us really understand this, there isn't a diet that is good for everyone, whether it's keto or paleo, FODMAP, vegan, carnivore. Each person is going to thrive in a different way. So there isn't this really across the board way of doing a diet. And this is what gets people really in trouble, that we try to really help here at the Integrative Center. So for example, when we look at the iron in a person's system, we don't just measure serum iron, we're measuring ferritin, which is the storage form of iron. You really need to really dig deeper to understand a person's iron status in their body, because many infections and in other situations, inflammation is going to use iron in a way that makes those labs not so accurate to read. If you're just doing one singular lab, you need to be doing a combination of labs. But this is a case where if a person sees that their iron stores are low, their way of eating is going to change. They're going to be looking for foods more rich in absorbable iron, iron that can be absorbed, and they take other nutrients with it that help the absorption of iron, such as vitamin C, and they don't do things that prevent the absorption of iron, such as drinking tea at the same time that they're eating that iron source. That's just one example of a personalized nutritional plan based on some lab work. We have another lab known as uric acid, which we will then look into nutrition to help with improvement on that lab factor, which when elevated is something that we call gout, but even in mild elevations can be inflammatory. And we look at certain ways of changing and personalizing the nutritional plans, such as limiting fructose or high fructose corn syrup, or possibly limiting different fruits, increasing nutrients such as molybdenum and vitamin B6. These are just examples of ways that we take a functional lab and we look at it and the right optimal number, not just if it's in the range. We then direct the nutritional program to these to benefit and to improve these labs. A lab such as homocysteine, which tells us about B12 and folate usage in the body, is going to change the way then a person will be eating. If their homocysteine levels are high, indicating a low vitamin B12, they're going to be changing their nutritional plan to be more directed towards foods higher in vitamin B12 and to do things that promote B12 absorption, including not lowering or suppressing stomach acid, as an example. We also have vitamin D, and again, if that is low or insufficient, then we're going to be looking for foods higher in vitamin D. And other markers are going to be very, very important. We have inflammatory markers that we could use, herbs and spices such as turmeric and boswellian, that can help lower inflammation naturally through diet, such as adding foods, as an example, such as ginger, which can lower inflammation. And that's important as well. So we just wanted to come on and show that really don't just choose one diet because that is the in diet of today. It might not be your best diet. For example, cortisol and insulin and blood sugars are very, very much specific to each person, very individualized. And they're things that a person can be doing can be spiking their blood sugars. And a person can have the roller coaster of ups and downs of blood sugars. And therefore, that juice in the morning, the fruit dish in the morning, the bananas might be changed and directed to a different way of eating. So there you have some of the way that we use labs and we can really direct and personalize a really excellent nutritional eating plan based on these advanced functional labs. It's really important. Make sure you're doing that in your health and wellness journey. Reach out to us if you need any help along these lines. Let me know in the comments what you think and share it if you feel somebody can help from this information. Have a great and healthy day.